Hello everyone, I'm Wang Jigang. I'm here again today to share some content with you. The topic I want to talk about today is hiking and mountaineering. On July 14th, I will be heading out to tackle a classic hiking route in China's Xinjiang region, the Xiate North Line. The entire Xiate North Line is exceptionally scenic, as it is said that over 20 snow-capped mountains exceeding 0 meters in height will be encountered along the entire route. Moreover, the highest snow-capped mountain on this route is Tuomuer Peak, reaching 7,443 meters, and it is also located along this trail. Each day, we'll be hiking at an altitude of approximately 2,900 meters or higher, covering around 10 to 20 kilometers per day. We plan to take 6 days to complete the entire hiking route. Before setting off, I'd like to show you all the gear, clothing, and various small items I'm bringing for this trek. I hope that for those of you who might want to hike a similar route in the future, this can serve as a useful reference. Now let's take a look at my gear. This is a Tyvek ground sheet I'll be bringing along for this trip. The print on it features a line drawing of the famous Tuomuer Peak. All right, I've laid out all my gear here. I want to emphasize that I'll be buying my trail meals and dinners locally in Xinjiang. I've heard that local delicacies like nanga, traditional Uyghur flatbread, and lamb are incredibly delicious. So I've already sourced all my food ingredients locally. Of course, I'll still bring along some vegetarian instant noodle essence. I'm a huge fan of Shin Ramyun. Lighters and gas canisters will be purchased locally in Xinjiang, while the camp stove was mailed there. So what you see here is the full display of my gear. Just for reference, I won't pack the items that can be taken on the plane into my luggage. Now, I'll give you a detailed introduction to each item. First, I want to tell you about my sleeping bag. My sleeping bag weighs around 700 grams. And since I'm used to sleeping in fleece clothing, this sleeping bag should be sufficient even in temperatures as low as -5 or 6 degrees Celsius. Moreover, as you may already know, everyone's perceived temperature is different. So you just need to make a choice based on your own personal experience using it. Then I'll start from the right side. This row is my set of packing cubes. In a moment, I'll put all my items into these packing cubes. Of course, some clothes I'll be wearing, so even though my bag doesn't look particularly big, it's still sufficient for my needs. On my right is my moisture-proof mat. This time, I didn't bring an air mattress, but chose this foam mat that's ready to use after unfolding. This way, sleeping at night will be much simpler. I'll just place it on top of my backpack. I also brought a fire pit, because if the temperature drops at night and conditions allow, I'd like to make a fire locally to keep warm. Of course, I won't damage the environment, which is why I brought this fire pit. It's very light and actually doesn't add much weight. Then I'll bring 2 aluminum trekking poles from BD. At first, I wanted to bring carbon fiber trekking poles, but since I need to use them to support my NRAN tent, I decided to go with these aluminum ones. They're sturdier. For me, then I brought an umbrella with me, and actually I also brought a raincoat as well. In this bag, I have my emergency blanket, just in case I encounter any low temperatures. It might really come in handy. Then I also brought a pair of wrist guards, because I think that during long hikes, your wrist can easily get tired. Wearing these wrist guards helps prevent arm injuries. And this is my stove. I've already removed the ignition device. It's actually a Soto stove. Next, this is the headlamp. I've also brought 2 knee braces. They're very comfortable, and I even use them when I play soccer normally. They have support straps on both sides, which help reduce knee strain when descending. I also brought along a set of cookware, which includes my own bowl. This is a charging cable, so I can easily charge my electronic devices when I get there. Here are my toothpaste, toothbrush, and razor, all kept together in this small pouch. And this is a gas canister. I also brought a small cutting board to place on the ground in the mountains and can be used for cutting vegetables or meat. This is the gas canister sleeve, and I packed 2 camping lanterns. Since the trek will last 5 days, bringing 2 might help extend their battery life for a longer duration. This is my inflatable pillow. I also decided to bring along this particular pair of sports glasses, which actually have prescription lenses because I am nearsighted. These sunglasses can prevent snow blindness when walking on snow or protect your eyes from damage caused by prolonged exposure to sunlight. Then this is my water bottle and a small knife as well as a trash bag. You must bring this along so you can take all your trash out and bring it down the mountain. And this is my steak bag. I bring extra steaks for my tent just to be prepared in case any get lost or damaged. So I think it's definitely a good idea to bring a few extra ground steaks just in case. Here are 2 spare guy lines, my camera, and my camera bag. This is my NRAN tent. I will still be using this brown double-sizing RAN as I want to get a better experience with it over these 5 days. This is a pair of gaiters made from DCF from the brand PPU. The rain jacket was purchased from PSNAC and is also made from DCF. Here is also a water filter. It's from Kando. I've used it many times already, and it works really well. I also brought a solar power bank, but I haven't tried it out yet. I plan to use it during this long-distance hike to see how it performs. I also brought a satellite phone because there might be no signal in the mountains. It's just in case of emergencies, though I hope I won't have to use it. I brought a large power bank since I'll be in the mountains for 5 days and need to charge my devices. Everyone should note, buy a power bank with 3C certification. Without 3C certification, you can't take it on a plane. I also brought this wind tunnel tester. I want to see how the tent performs in the mountains if I encounter strong winds. And then the rest of these are my clothes. I've brought a down pant from Montbell to keep warm when arriving at the campsite at night, so I'll wear it then. This is my fleece jacket, this is my hard shell jacket, and these are my hard shell pants. This is the new insulated vest from Shentodao, actually. I already bought the old model too, but the older version didn't have a front zippered pocket. When I saw this newly released model with a front pocket, I could store small items there, so I immediately bought one as well. I think that on the trail, if the temperature drops, you can put it on and it will provide warmth or block the wind. I think it's a pretty good piece of clothing. Then the backpack I'm carrying is a Z-Packs, which is about 40 liters. I feel like it's definitely enough for these few days because I'll be wearing most of my clothes. And if I pack the rest of my gear well, it all fits in. So I'm using this pack for the 5-day trip. That's a brief introduction to my gear for now. If there's anything you don't understand, feel free to leave me a comment and I'll explain my content to you in more detail. I also hope that my introduction will be helpful to everyone. And I hope you all look forward to my trip to Xiate. I will share the following content with you, and I hope you can continue to pay attention to me.